Did you know that watermelon originated from West Africa? Are you aware that its seed was first brought to the United States of America by European colonists who were in Africa for slave trade? Has anyone ever told you that Florida was the first state to plant and produce watermelon before other states followed suit? And did you know that today, China is the world leader in production of watermelon? Everybody loves them sweet, and you no longer have to make the mistake of buying a sour one when you go to make the purchase next time, because in this video, I am going to give you 5 tips on how to pick sweet watermelon from the store. Welcome to your YouTube channel, ITTV. Remember, you are the original of yourself. There is no duplicate of you anywhere in the world. Bright red and mouth-watering juicy fruit, watermelon is about 92% water. When ripe, it provides a great source of nutrients, vitamins, antioxidants, including lycopene, which is linked to several health benefits, with a modest amount of potassium. The best way to know if a watermelon is sweet is to have tasted it or check its ruby red flesh, which is not possible until you have purchased it. If you are not buying already cut watermelon from the store, picking a sweet and juicy watermelon based on its appearance can be a big challenge. Before I got to know these tips, I was always anxious whether I'm in the shop to buy watermelon because honestly, the whole one is cheaper to buy, and one cannot be certain how long the cut ones have been out there. If you make a bad choice during your decision making, you will end up with watermelon which you will probably end up throwing away. My job today is to help you with 5 tips on how not to make any mistakes when it comes to the choice of watermelon to buy. Most of the tips and ideas I will be sharing with you are from personal experiences and discussions with farmers who grow watermelons and who have had years of experience about picking watermelons. So, you need to have an idea of the things to look out for, so that anytime you are in the store, you are sure to go home with a perfect sweet watermelon for maximum enjoyment and satisfaction. So before we move on, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification button, and give this video a thumbs up. And stay on to the end of the video, and I will show you what you did not know before now. I am going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to pick sweet watermelon from the store. Buying a sweet watermelon from the store requires some important knowledge to avoid wasting time, spending your cash buying watermelon that's not sweet or tasteless. Sweet watermelon comes with lots of nutrients at its peak, with lots of vitamins, so getting a sweet one from the store is important. Having knowledge on how to pick from a store is necessary. These 5 tips will aid you to make a great choice in picking sweet watermelon from any store when you go grocery shopping next. Number 1, weight and size. The very first thing you should do whenever you want to buy a watermelon is to check the weight and size. The bigger and heavier it is, the sweeter and juicier it will be. Compare the weight and size with other watermelons of similar size. It's an indication of lots of water, which means the possibility of it being sweet is very high. Number 2, spots. There is this spot that is found on watermelons known as field or ground spot. It is the spot of the watermelon that's rested on the ground while in the farm. Large yellow spots found on the watermelon indicates it's well ripened and sweeter. If the field spot is white, this is an indication that the watermelon was not well ripened. The darker the field spot, the better the taste of the watermelon. Number 3, the tapping technique. Well-ripened watermelons have a hollow sound when you tap or slap the outside. So you need to take a moment, tap it, pay attention. You should identify the deep sound. It should sound like there's lots of water in it. If it doesn't sound that way, that means it is not matured before harvest and therefore not ripened. Number 4, stem or its tail. The stem or tail is another important part you should look at before you buy any watermelon. A watermelon's tail is a piece of stem that remains attached after harvesting. A dry stem usually indicates a ripe watermelon. If you choose watermelons with dry stems or brown stems, the possibility of it being sweet is very high. A green stem or tail usually indicates that the watermelon was harvested too early. and therefore wasn't ripe, as it was still growing. On the contrary, a dried stem is a pointer to a well-ripened watermelon. Number 5, the skin. If you noticed weird brown cuts or scars on the skin of your watermelon, these are not bad news. These scars or cuts are created when bees pollinate the flower and scar the membranes that forms the fruit later on. The browner scars it has, the more pollination it received, and the sweeter the watermelon will be. Your watermelon should be dark green, but dull in appearance, rather than shiny. These are the things I look out for anytime I pick up watermelons at the store, and I have never been mistaken. Hope you have learned something new today. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Subscribe to this channel, ITTV, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be the first to know when I upload another interesting and informative video for you. Also, click the like button and give a thumbs up. And don't forget, you are the original of yourself. There is no duplicate of you anywhere in the world.